I exercise and I'm still overweight. I'm Trainer Joe. I'm going to talk about exercising and still being overweight today. One of the saddest things I see is somebody working out day after day, week after week, and they're not losing the weight they wanted to lose. I see it. I was at the gym the other day and this guy was doing push-ups. He was about 50 years old and his belly was touching the ground. It was excessive. He was probably obese. And I figured this wasn't his first week working out. He's been working out. And if he doesn't get the food thing right, he's going to keep working out and that belly's going to keep hitting the floor. I helped one lady get fit for a half marathon she was going to run. Then my wife and I went and watched her run it. And I was blown away at all the people crossing the finish line after 13.1 miles that were obese. These people have been training and running and training. Go to a marathon. It's unbelievable how many people can run that far that are overweight and obese. Mind-boggling. Don't get me wrong. Exercise is wonderful. And kudos to you for working out even though it's harder, you've got excess weight, and maybe you're not seeing the weight come off, and you're still hitting the gym, you're walking, you're jogging, whatever you're doing. That is demonstrating that you care about your health. It is helping you to get healthier. It's evidence that you care. It's wonderful. Good for you. But if you're doing it partly because you want to lose weight, well, we're going to have to figure something out here. If you're just content with the benefits of exercise and not, other than losing weight, which is not happening, then great. And if you're 50 pounds overweight and you keep working out and 6 months from now you're still 50 pounds overweight, you're going to quit working out. That's what you're going to do. Because part of why you're doing it is because you want to lose weight. Yeah, I know, Deborah. Running makes you hungry. All these things make you hungry. That's what we're talking about. How you're going to fix this thing. A lot of fitness places see it, and they're like, what do we do? These people come and work out. They have a New Year's resolution. They quit. And you know why they quit? Because their stomach still hits the floor when they do push-ups after 3 months. So they quit coming to the gym. 90% of solving a problem is realizing there is one. I had one preacher get a little bit irritated with me. He said, Joe, I almost didn't come back to your program after you told me that I had an inappropriate relationship with food. But then he thought about it and he realized he did. Your current relationship with food is never going to be fixed with your workout. Forget about your workout. I've had people get irritated with me and trainers get mad at me because I told somebody they were working with, forget about your workout. Well, that's not their problem. The problem is how they're relating to food. Boy, they wish they could exercise their food issue away. And they're willing to do all these things so they can eat the fried whatever or more of it. And it's never going to work. You need to get to the point where you realize that you getting to the right weight doesn't take time and it doesn't take money. It takes a different way of thinking. You're never going to fix this until you have a renewed mind about it. Transformation comes from changing the way you think. One of the things that's going to need to happen, thank you, Debbie, one of the things that's going to need to happen is, by the way, you do some things right now. You do some things that are correct. But what you don't do enough of, I'm talking to people that are wanting to lose weight, thought that their workout would do it. What you're not doing enough of is saying no to food. That's basically it. I saw a girl that's in my program yesterday at Panera, and she was eating a lovely bowl of soup. And we were talking for a minute, and she's in the middle of my program, and during my program, there's certain things we don't eat, and she was saying, I'm not eating this, I'm not eating that. Yeah. When they asked her if she wanted a 99-cent pastry, the answer was no. Did she eat bread with her soup? No. Did she have Coke with her soup? No. She had soup. Otherwise, she embraced the hunger. If you don't learn to embrace the hunger, you're not going to be the way you want to be. And don't be confused about what embracing the hunger is. It's not going around depriving yourself of needed nutrients or calories. It's saying no to the cookie or the second cookie when you would like it. I would like another cookie, like the one lady that she said she was on a diet, and I saw her eating 3 donuts. And I said, I thought you were on a diet. She said, well, I am. She said, I wanted 4. See, that's a diet. So she just had 3. You need to learn to embrace the hunger more than you do now. Of course, there are times now that you say no to something that you would like to have, but you don't do it enough. That's really what's going to solve your problem. But until you think differently, it's not going to make sense for you not to sit here and eat Doritos with everybody else. You're going to have to change the way you think. You don't need a different workout. Now, I love workouts. Work out. It's wonderful. But what you need is a breaking free from the way you currently relate to food. You live on half of what you eat, and your doctor lives on or will live on the other half of what you eat. You don't need it. A buddy of mine was struggling with his weight, and he said, Joe, and he'd never been to one of my 21-day transformations, and one day he said, Joe, just so you know, I've given a lot of thought to coming to your 21-day transformation, and I've almost come to your program 9 times. 9 times. I almost came 9 different times. But I've always opted not to because I'm afraid if I come to your program, you're going to take my stuff. And I don't want you to take my stuff. Well, your stuff is like cigarettes. The only thing I'm going to take from you if you come to my program is something you really want to give up anyway. You just haven't figured out how to do it yet. It's not stuff that you're going to look back on and say, oh, I wish I'd have kept that. You're going to look back on it and say, I wish I'd have learned how to stop doing that sooner. It was never something you needed, and it was never something benefiting you in any way, health or joy in your life. It was giving you some immediate pleasure and long-term disappointment and regret. We all have our stuff. Yeah, come to one of my sessions and I'll take your stuff and you'll thank me for it. By the way, we have a group. We're getting ready to celebrate our 40th 21-day transformation down here at Strong Shop Fitness on Harrodsburg Road. And we're going to have a great deal. Normally, for a first-time person, it's $150. It's going to be $40. $40 if you register in advance. You can't show up at the day of, and it's not going to be $40 then. But if you register in advance, so Deborah's going to post the link. If you want to come to that, anybody that wants to come to that registers in advance, it's going to be $40. If you're in Anderson County, we've got a couple of groups coming up there, one at the Board of Education and another one at the Senior Citizen Center. So you can inquire about those groups if that would be more convenient. But right now, we've got the $40 for the Strong Shop group. So reach out to us if you want to join one. Hope to see you there. God bless.